gone. Oh, we're the bridge between the then and the now, holding the weight, but we don't know how. We built our cathedrals on dial-up dreams. Now we're just stitching the digital seams. Yeah, we're the vintage heart in a high-speed chase, looking for home in a virtual space. Can you hear the hum? Can you hear the hum? Is it the future or just where we're from? We're the ghost in the machine, living somewhere in between. Its edge is still rough. Before, every moment was never enough. We got the degree and we followed the rules, while the sky turned to gray and the climate got cruel. But we're still the poets of the T9 text, always just wondering what's coming next. A generation of watchers, a circle of friends, waiting for something that never quite ends. Disconnect the router, let the room go dark. Try to find the ember, try to find the spark. We aren't just data, we aren't just a feed. We're more than the hunger, we're more than the greed. In the static of the night, if you listen real close, we're the ones who remember what matters the most. So we're the bridge between the then and the now, holding the weight, but we don't know how. We built our cathedrals on dial-up dreams. Now we're just stitching the digital seams. Yeah, we're the vintage heart in a high-speed chase, looking for home in a virtual space. So pack up the consoles and let the tapes hiss. There's a version of living that we're starting to miss, but we'll carry the fire, the old and the new, the 1988 perspective, the honest and true. We're the keepers of stories, the ones in the middle, finding the answer to the digital riddle. Just keep moving forward, but don't lose the track of the kids in the driveway who never looked